There is a moment in every family story, however grand, however historic, however royal, when a decision gets made, not announced, not debated, just quietly, firmly, irreversibly made. And right now, in the corridors of Kensington Palace and the private council of the man who will one day be king, that moment may already have passed. Welcome back, royal family, to the Royal Crown Diaries. I am so glad you are here today, because the story we are exploring is one of the most consequential, most carefully researched, and most genuinely fascinating royal chapters of our time. Today we are talking about Prince William, the future King of England, and the decision that sources, insiders, and royal experts across the world now say is no longer a question of if, but when. The question is this: has Prince William already decided that Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, will never truly return to the royal family? Let's find out. To understand where we are today, we need to begin with a single letter. Not a palace decree, not a legal document. Just a thank you note, written on monogrammed stationery bearing a crowned Sussex cipher, sent to an Australian psychologist named Angela Pearl, and shared on her Instagram. The note, signed formally as Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, mentioned the couple's hope to return to Australia. It seemed innocent enough. But inside Kensington Palace, according to IB Times UK, it set off alarm bells. Because Harry and Meghan had already travelled to Australia in April 2026, visiting Melbourne, Canberra and Sydney on a 4-day trip that royal experts immediately labelled a 4 royal tour. They visited the Royal Children's Hospital. They attended an Invictus reception at the Australian War Memorial. They met dignitaries. They drew enormous crowds. It looked to all the world like an official royal visit, except it was not. Royal expert Kinsey Schofield told Fox News Digital with striking directness, all they are doing in Australia is monetising their titles and clinging to royal relevance, even though most of Prince Harry's family refused to take his phone calls. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams added, Prince William will almost certainly oppose the couple's attempt to ease themselves back into some sort of relationship with the royal family. He simply does not trust them. And an insider speaking to IB Times UK revealed that William views the entire Australian enterprise as fraudulent, describing it as a private commercial trip deliberately designed to look like official royal representation. The source said William believes the Sussexes are trying to leverage their titles while they can still use them and get all those perks. And that, dear royal family, brings us to the most extraordinary part of this story. Because multiple insiders and royal experts have now confirmed that Prince William is not simply angry. He is planning. According to Radar Online, Palace insiders and reporting by IB Times UK, the Prince of Wales intends, as one of his very first acts as king, to use a royal instrument called letters patent to formally strip Prince Harry and Meghan of their HRH designation and potentially their Duke and Duchess of Sussex titles entirely. Royal biographer Andrew Loney described Prince Andrew's recent title removal as a very useful exercise in showing what's possible, a warning shot directly across Harry's bow. Royal author Tom Bower was even more blunt. He said Harry is privately genuinely terrified that the moment King Charles is no longer on the throne, William will, in his words, literally banish him, and he will have no status in Britain at all. He will be persona non grata. A palace courtier told Radar Online, William will ensure that Harry and Meghan are right behind Prince Andrew on his list. He wants them erased from the royal family, and from every privilege that comes with it. And sources say William has already found no resistance within the palace. There is, however, one delicate complication. His Majesty King Charles III. Insiders reveal that Charles, who, despite everything, remains deeply fond of his younger son, simply does not have the appetite for a public fight on the issue. The king is quietly trying to preserve whatever thread of relationship remains, reportedly meeting Harry for tea after a gap of 19 months. He is, by all accounts, a father caught between his love for his son and the absolute institution he has devoted his life to serving. The source said Charles is trying all in his power to soothe over family tensions and get things in order before William takes the crown. Here is the historical parallel that every royal historian is reaching for right now. In December 1936, King Edward VIII abdicated the throne. He became the Duke of Windsor. And for the rest of his life, decades of it, he lived in a gilded, restless exile. He was never stripped of his title. He and Wallis Simpson retained the Duke and Duchess of Windsor designation until their deaths. But they were never welcomed back, never truly forgiven, never restored. Royal commentator Tom Sykes, writing for the Daily Beast, believes William's reign will be different and far more decisive. Sykes argues that William will use letters patent to strip not just Harry and Meghan, but all non-working royals of their HRH designations, sweeping constitutional reform enacted in the earliest weeks of King William V's reign. There is a precedent closer to home, too. In 2022, Danish Queen Margrethe II stripped 4 of her grandchildren of their prince and princess titles in a single act, and the world simply absorbed it and moved on. The message from history is clear. Institutions protect themselves. And the future King of England appears to have decided which version of history he intends to write. And there, dear royal family, is where our story rests today. A future king. A plan taking shape. A brother who is running out of time. And a father doing everything in his power to keep the door open just a little longer. It is grand. It is heartbreaking. And it is utterly compelling royal history unfolding right before our eyes. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Prince William will go through with it, stripping Harry and Meghan's titles the moment he becomes king? Or do you think, when the moment finally arrives, a brother's love will prove stronger than any letters patent? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. This is a conversation I absolutely cannot wait to have with you. If today's story gripped you, please give this video a like. It helps more royal lovers find the Royal Crown Diaries. And if you have not yet subscribed, now is the moment. We are here every week, deeply researched, warmly told, with love and devotion for the crown.